A study permit is an immigration document that provides international students with temporary status in Canada. With very few exceptions, all international students are required to obtain a study permit for engaging in studies at a designated learning institution, such as Conestoga College. Here's an example of a study permit issued by the IRCC. Let's take a step-by-step look at all of the components of this document to help you understand the information it provides and what you need to know about important dates and conditions for your study and work eligibility while in Canada. Let's start at the top of the study permit document. Here's where your name and address appear on the study permit. Be sure to confirm these details are correct. This is where the document number is indicated. That starts with the letter F. Each study permit will have a document number associated to you specifically. This is the application number that starts with the letter S. Each time you submit an application and IRCC begins to process the application, you will receive a new application number. All of the documents that relate to the same application will have the same application number. If you have different applications to IRCC, you will have different application numbers. Unique Client Identifier, UCI number, also known as your Client Identification Number, or Client ID. This is a unique number assigned specifically to you. It will not change. This UCI number will appear on all official documents and correspondence from IRCC. This section contains your personal information. Remember to confirm that everything here is correct and accurate. Contact your international student advisor immediately if something in this section needs to be amended or corrected. Your study permit must remain valid while studying. You are not permitted to continue your studies if your study permit has expired, unless you have applied for an extension before the expiry date on your study permit. If you cannot complete your studies before the expiry date on your study permit, be sure that you apply for an extension before your study permit expires. If your study permit has expired and you have applied for an extension before the expiry date, you can continue with your studies. Your period of authorized stay in Canada as an international student is extended until the IRCC makes a decision about your application for a study permit extension. This is called maintained status. If you have not applied for an extension before the expiry date, you are out of status and therefore are not authorized to study in Canada. You must stop your studies immediately. You must now apply for restoration. Book an appointment with your ISA as soon as possible for more information and help on how to apply for this status restoration. You can only resume your studies when your status is restored. Study permit conditions and/or remarks and observations. Check for specific conditions and/or remarks here. If you're qualified to work on and/or off campus while studying, your study permit must have a work condition similar to this one. If your study permit does not have work conditions, or if you have any other concerns or questions, book an appointment with your ISA for clarification and to review your options. Reentry rules. This statement appears on all immigration documents. This stipulates that the study permit provides you with status in Canada, but it is not a travel document. If you leave Canada, you must have valid travel documents, passport and visa, or ETA, to re-enter the country upon your return.